Hi, I'm Denise Olasala, and this is my sister,
Rosie Olasala.
We're the Olasala Sisters. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Lit Bible Study with the Olasala Sisters. So today we are reading the Bible. We're reading the New International Version, and we are in the Old Testament, reading Numbers chapter 22, verses 21 to 35. So in the Bible, there's the Old Testament, which is Genesis through Malachi. And then there's the second part, the later part of the Bible, which is the New Testament. So we're in the first part, Numbers 22, 21 to 35. So just to give a little bit of insight, we're like going into a part of a bigger story, but just into this interesting part that we like. So Moses has led the people out of Egypt and from slavery to freedom. God has been leading them, and they've been conquering different places, taking over those cities. Now they are about to get close to this other kingdom, and the ruler there, the leader there, is sending for this oracle, or this like guy who does prophecies, and he wants him to come and like curse the invading army, which is the Jewish people led by Moses, and blessed by God. So the leader wants, this well-known guy to come curse those people so that this leader's empire won't be taken over as this group of people has been taking over other places. So in the verses right before where we start off, the leader has sent some princes, like royal princes, out to them, out to this prophecy guy, this oracle guy named Balaam. So they've sent, the guy has sent several princes saying like, hey, we'll give you a bunch of money, a bunch of rewards, just come help out our leader, curse that group of people, and that'll be great. The guy has talked to God. God was like, don't do that. And so the guy said, I can't do it. And now the leader has again sent even more royal princes to come and try to persuade Balaam to come to his kingdom to curse Moses and the people who are possibly going to invade him. So here we start. Balaam got up, and it's called Balaam's donkey. Balaam got up in the morning, saddled his donkey, and went with the princes of Moab. But God was very angry when he went, and the angel of the Lord stood in the road to oppose him. Balaam was riding on his donkey, and his 2 servants were with him. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing in the road with a drawn sword in his hand, she turned off the road into a field. Balaam beat her to get her back on the road. Then the angel of the Lord stood in a narrow path between 2 vineyards with walls on both sides. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she pressed close to the wall, crushing Balaam's foot against it, so he beat her again. Then the angel of the Lord moved on ahead and stood in a narrow place where there was no room to turn, either to the right or to the left. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she lay down under Balaam, and he was angry and beat her with his staff. Then the Lord opened the donkey's mouth, and she said to Balaam, "What have I done to you to make you beat me these 3 times?" Balaam answered the donkey, "You've made a fool of me. If I had a sword in my hand, I would kill you right now." The donkey said to Balaam, "Am I not your own donkey, which you have always ridden to this day? Have I been in the habit of doing this to you?" "No," he said. Then the Lord opened Balaam's eyes, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the road with his sword drawn, so he bowed low and fell face down. The angel of the Lord asked him, "Why have you beaten your donkey these 3 times? I have come here to oppose you because your path is a reckless one before me. The donkey saw me and turned away from me these 3 times. If she had not turned away, I would certainly have killed you by now, but I would have spared her." Balaam said to the angel of the Lord, "I have sinned. I did not realize you were standing in the road to oppose me. Now if you are displeased, I will go back." the angel of the Lord said to Balaam, "Go with the men, but speak only what I tell you." So Balaam went with the princes of Balak. Yikes. All right, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so a couple of things. So Balak has a donkey. He's always had this donkey for a long time. Balaam.
Balak is the royal guy.
Oops. Okay, Balaam has this donkey. Always had this donkey. Donkey always lets him ride, and he's never done this before. And today, she just kept stopping. So she stopped 3 times. He got super mad, beat the donkey, and then to the point where now the donkey started to speak. So for me here, I was fine with all that. Okay. It's when the donkey speaks and then he just answers.
He answered. He did.
We have 4 cats, and I don't beat them, but if one of them just starts to talk to me, before I answer the question that they're asking me, I'm going to say, "Could you always speak?" And then, "Why now? Why are you speaking right now?"
Oh my goodness.
And then I'm going to be a little bit scared because it's either you've always been able to speak, you just didn't speak to me, but then you saw today you had to speak to me. It's very important.
You had to speak.
An angel gave you speech for a reason. Either way, it's scary. But he just answered.
He did. He didn't miss a beat.
It was like, I go every day and animal talking back to me.
Yeah.
That's nothing new. Let me answer your question. Like, that to me just blows my mind. I would have needed a moment.
Yeah.
So that always blows my mind. So the donkey was just wonderful. The donkey was just doing the right things. Mm-hmm. She saw he was going to get killed. So she was like, "Nope, let me stop, beat." Okay, fine. Then we go, stop, beat. Like, it was just all these times the donkey legitimately was just trying to save him.
Yeah.
So then I go back to when our cats, like, we're all sitting in the living room or something, and then they'll start looking at the corners, like, all of a sudden, like, we're just all here watching something on TV or all talking. Then you see all the cats looking at something in the ceiling, and my mom and Denise, they always look over there. I'm just always...
Sometimes it's a bug. Sometimes it'll be like something when we opened the door came in. And then so we can watch and see, and now we can try and get it. But a lot of the times it's not.
I don't look because that has nothing to do with me. They're staring down some evil presence that they need to get out. I do not let that cat do what she needs to do. That's not my place. So I don't look. So it's just, I feel like if I was him, I'd be like, okay, my donkey stopped once. All right. Once. Okay. Maybe he just had a bad day. Twice. I don't know what she's trying to save me from. You know what? Donkey, you want us to turn back around? Because obviously there's something over there you see, and we need to trust our animals, because a lot of times, they're seeing things that we don't see, we don't want to see, trying to save our lives. So when I read this, I always think of I listen to my cats when they're doing weird things that I think are weird. No, there's a reason. So I believe them. They're trying to protect me. That's how I always look at it. Then the next part of it was in terms of our animals are good at knowing things that we don't know. So, I've dated a few people that weren't good. And then, so reflecting back on those relationships, I'm like, oh yeah, my cats didn't like you. So had I paid more attention, instead of being like, no, that person's good, oh my God. Had I paid more attention and seen my cat's reaction to the person, I'd have been like, oh, you know what? It's important to me that my cats like you.
Yeah.
My cats don't like you for a reason. Here's the door.
Yeah.
And then that has saved me months, weeks, years of, just the crap. Yeah. So going forward, if my cats don't like you, well,
them's the rules.
You got to go. Okay. And then the third thing I noticed was, it was just that animal cruelty of him just beating the donkey. Dude, that was too much. Yeah. And then I didn't even hear an apology later when the donkey saved your life. I would have been like, okay, sweetie, thank you for saving my life.
Yeah.
Because the angel legit said, had your donkey not stopped you those 3 times, I would have struck you dead, saved her life, but struck you dead. Yeah. And I love that part that the angel was going to spare the donkey's life.
Yeah.
Because you're trash, not the donkey.
Right.
So I love like, no, the donkey will stay alive. You, though.
Right.
So just to... Yeah, I don't like that he beat the donkey.
Yeah.
And then anyway, so the donkey saves his life and now we're all good. I feel like I would have... What's my donkey? You know, in the time that the donkey... What's your favorite treat?
Yeah.
Because now this donkey, for the rest of your life, you will always, every morning, I'm going to give you your treat. Thank you for saving my life. Like, you know, this is a good donkey.
Right.
Okay, go ahead. What are your thoughts?
So same as you, where when he's saying, you know, what have I done to you to make you beat me these 3 times? And he just answers, he doesn't miss a beat. You've made a fool of me. Like, I just feel like that's like road rage, you know, like in that moment, like you'll say something ridiculous and it's like, dude, do you know you just like, you were about to die. Oh, here's one of our cats.
This is Patches. Say hi.
Hey, Miss Patches. She heard like this was her cue.
This is her cue.
Hi, Patches. We're talking about animals.
Say hi. Oh, no.
No, just let Patches live. Just let Patches live.
Oh, gosh, I'm in the cruelty. Oh, gosh, here we go. I'm sorry. Okay,
but so yeah, so I just think it was a little weird and a little funny that he is just like, oh, there Patches goes looking at things.
I don't look.
It was a little weird that he just answered the donkey and with such anger. Like, if he hadn't just beaten the donkey, it would be comical.
Yeah.
You know? But he did beat the donkey, so it wasn't funny. And then I think just the donkey, so she still kept each time trying to do what's right. She saw danger, let me switch. Danger again, let me switch. Danger again, let me switch. Even after beating, she didn't like try and explain herself and she just saw what the right thing to do was and she did it. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what I take away from this story. It's like, even no matter what, like even if you're being persecuted, even if people are laughing at you, even if nobody understands what you're doing, why you're doing it, if you're doing what's right, just keep on. Just keep going. Yes. Because what's right is right is right is right, period. Mm-hmm. And even if you get hurt in the short term or you're uncomfortable or, you know, whatever's going on, if it's right, if it's with God, that's all you need.
Yep.
You will be the ultimate, you know, God will have the last word on it. And that's definitely something in this, you know, day and age that we come across. Just like, it's tough to do the right thing. It's tough to say the right things. It's tough to stand for what's right in, you know, when many people are doing what's easy, what's wrong, what we know to be wrong, but is probably easier a lot of times, more convenient. And I think we just need to be encouraged by this because she was going to be spared. Ugh. A whole, you know, person who does talk to God. Like he was talking to God the night before, like legit God was saying things. A whole person who talks to God, was chosen to like have visions and be a prophet, was going to be slaughtered and killed. But the donkey was going to live. So just, that's what I get from it. Right, Patches? Just do what's right. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. And I think let's end it there.
And be nice to your animals.
Be nice to your animals. Right, Patches? That's a good one.
She came to advocate.
Yes. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Lit Bible Study with the Olusala Sisters. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Be blessed.